Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. I just had a lot going on. My little dog started coughing, this and that. Let me get into my chat. Let me remove this, unpin this message because that's annoying. I just wanted to tell y'all I was running behind. Look, it's not even showing I'm live. Oh, now it is. Now it is. Okay. Let's see. Never lose hope. Verbs. Cheryl Lynn, TC. Nurse teacher. Very Mary. Lisa 54. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? It might be a few minutes before people come in because I changed my time to 11. But I got everything settled down and I was like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and go live. Hey, Soccer Mom of One. Yeah, live chat reminder. I hope everyone's having a good morning. It's not as cold this morning as it has been. And for anyone that subscribed to my Roosters channel, I put up a video this morning. Annabelle's missed everyone. Good morning, Beth F. So we're going to talk about this sicko, Ghislaine Maxwell. I guess that's how you say her name. I asked Mark this morning. I was like, is that how you pronounce her name, Ghislaine? Ghislaine? And he's like, yeah. Which it really don't matter because, she's a sicko. Be safe driving, Southern Mom. Never lose hope. I cannot wait to get that headband that you made me. Going to be Carole Baskin. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Carole Baskin too this morning. We're going to save it for last, though. Let me find my... Oh, crap. I'm about to block somebody. Oh, no. Did I? Stupid phone. If I did, I'm sorry. I don't think it did, but it popped up. Okay, right here. So, it says, court rejects Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal of ruling ordering release of depositions. So the judge ordered that some depositions be released and she appealed it, but she didn't win. It said a federal appeals court on Monday slapped down Ghislaine Maxwell's attempts to squash a deposition she gave in a now settled civil suit and denied her request to combine her appeals of several overlapping cases into one. Oh, she wants all of her cases put into one. She is such a freaking weirdo. She is just as bad as Epstein. In my mind, she's worse because she's a woman and she lured these young girls in for him and for her sick pleasures. Ugh. Annabelle's channel. Yes, that's my goat, Soccer Mom of One. Her and Sonny's channel. Okay, I got sidetracked. See, I can't look at the chat, y'all. I get sidetracked. Okay. It says, according to the Miami Herald, a 3-judge panel of the Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit affirmed a ruling by U.S. District Court Judge Loretta Preska earlier this year, ordering the release of a 418-page deposition, along with hundreds of other documents in a 2015 lawsuit against Maxwell, filed by Jeffrey Epstein accuser Virginia Robert, let me see, I got her name wrote down, Giuffre, that's her name. The lawsuit was settled in 2017. The Herald sued for the release of the documents on behalf of investigative reporter Julie K. Brown. Brown's November 2018 series, Perversion of Justice, detailed how former U.S. Labor Secretary Alex Acosta, then a U.S. attorney in South Florida, brokered a sweetheart deal that allowed Epstein to escape any serious consequences of a conviction for procuring a young girl for prostitution. Freaking sick. That's bullcrap. That should have never happened. His ass should have went to prison. And you know why? He got a sweet deal because he's rich. That's why he got it. So sick. ATC, good morning. Epstein died in his Manhattan jail cell of an apparent suicide last August while he was awaiting trial on new sex trafficking charges. Maxwell was arrested at her New Hampshire hideaway this summer and is currently in jail in Brooklyn, awaiting trial on sex trafficking and perjury charges. Giuffre has said Maxwell recruited her for Epstein while she was working at President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago club in 2000. She says that she was abused by Epstein and that Maxwell participated in the abuse, allegedly forcing her to have sex with Prince Andrew and others when she was a teen. She sued Maxwell for defamation after the 58-year-old British socialite accused her of fabricating the allegations. The suit was settled for an undisclosed sum. Monday's ruling said that Prescott's decision to release the documents was correct, the Herald said, saying that the district court correctly held that the deposition materials are judicial documents to which the presumption of the public access attaches, and did not abuse its discretion in rejecting Maxwell's meritless arguments that her interest superseded the presumption of access. I didn't hardly understand a word that said right then. A little bit. The panel also found Maxwell's arguments to combine her appeals to be without merit. It's unclear when Prescott might release the deposition. She has already released hundreds of documents, and it is known to be considering requests from two John Does that she redact their names from any release because of potential harm to their reputations. Hey, if you was involved in these sicko games, then you know what they did to these young girls, then your name should be left in there. Everyone deserves to know your name. In my opinion, these two are. Well, Epstein was a monster, and she's still a freaking monster. I wonder what her new husband thinks about this. She probably has them convinced that these people are lying just after money. Hey, Natalie, good morning. Never lose hope. I'm listening and driving. Be safe driving, honey. Oh, very merry. Why's your messages going? Did I do that? Oh, okay, that was you. Okay, wake up, girl. Wake up. Anyways, what do y'all think about these sickos? You know, Geraldo, I heard him on Fox News one day talking about this case, and he didn't think it was right that she had to sit in jail until her trial for a year. Really? You wouldn't be saying that if she had done that to your daughters, one of your kids. That turned me against him. I never watched Fox News, but Mark had it on back there one day, and I was back there cleaning the bathroom, and he was on there saying that. And I stopped what I was doing and went and listened, and it blowed my mind. Blowed my mind. Hey, Stacy. It's all right for your late. I was late, too. There's your late slip, girl. Hope you're doing well this morning. Anyways, I don't like talking about these two, but it was in the true crime news, so I just wanted to share it with you and give you the update. They don't want those documents released. She don't want everybody to know what a sicko she is. Weirdo freak. Luring in young, vulnerable girls so that they could abuse them, rape them. It disgusts me. I don't have any words, y'all. Don't have any words. Verbal, what do you think about this? Sickening. It is sick. She don't want her new husband to see all the sick stuff, read about all the sick stuff she did to these young girls. She just didn't recruit them. She participated in raping them. I consider that rape, don't y'all? Sexually abusing them. They're all disgusting. Prince Andrew, you're going to get your karma one day too, bud. You're going to get your karma. Everybody knows that you're a sicko. Weirdo. I'm sorry, anyone that's from the UK, but that's what I think about him. I don't want to offend anybody, but he's a sicko. I bet the Queen is so embarrassed of him. Really. I wonder what she says about it in private, what she thinks about it. She's probably like, how did I raise such a weirdo? It's probably what she's thinking. It is sick, Natalie. It's totally sick. Looking for glasses, and they're on top of my head. Oh, that's something I would do. I actually got mine on this morning so that I can see. Let's see what's going on. Anywho, he's going to get his karma. See, I don't know if they can do anything to him where he's in another country and he is the Queen of England's son, a prince. But I know the FBI would love to talk to him. Love it. And those people that don't want their names in the documents because it might harm their reputation, well, they shouldn't have been involved with people that's like that, right? They probably did the same weirdo stuff, if the truth's known. Okay. Enough about them weirdos. Let's find our other topics. They make me sick when I think about what they've done to so many young women. It makes me sick, guys. I mean, what do you say about it? Besides they're sickos. They're going to get their karma one day, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. I want to talk about Stephanie Hollingsworth next. I saw a little, an update that, oh gosh, please don't play that video. They have positively identified the body that was found in her vehicle in that retention pond. It is Stephanie. Unfortunately. Okay, let's turn the volume off here. Let's see what it says. Let me look at the chat first. She's a rapist. Yeah. Yeah, and, she disgusts me more than Epstein, guys. She really does because she's a woman, and she, recruited other females, young women, recruited them and groomed them so that they could sexually abuse them. It just makes me so angry. They chose the most vulnerable, the ones that, were poor, had bad home life, bad childhoods. Epstein, he took the easy way out, coward's way out. People like him that commit suicide when they've done these heinous things, they're cowards. Now, I've had loved ones commit suicide. They were not cowards. That's a different situation. You know what I mean? But people like Epstein and Fotis Dulos, cowards. Anyways, he just left old Maxwell with a hole in the bag, as we like to say here. He left her to answer for everything. She's never getting out of prison. They're cracking down on these rich, powerful people. They're not going to let them buy with these crimes anymore. A lot of these, they've just get away with it used to. It's not like that anymore. It's 2020, getting ready to be 2021. Times are changing. Just because somebody, is rich Don't make them no better than the rest of us. They do a crime, they should have to answer for it. They shouldn't get by with it just because they got money. It's bullcrap. Oh, it's all right, verbal. I'm always behind. Epstein, if he did commit suicide. Oh, yeah, if he did. Now, some people don't think he did. Now, that is kind of suspicious that none of the cameras was working in the jail. Huh? Yeah, really suspicious. Someone could have paid off one of those guards to do something to him. Never know. No suicide. Well, maybe Clinton suicide. Hey, a lot of people that's been associated with the Clintons have allegedly committed suicide. I don't like those Clintons not one bit, guys. Hillary Clinton is not for women. I would have never voted for that lady because of that little recording I heard back when she was a defense attorney defending this man for rape. He brutally raped a young girl, 13, 14, 15 years old. I can't remember the age, somewhere like that. But someone recorded her. She was calling that girl promiscuous, saying she was a slut, all this stuff, laughing about it. This girl was brutally raped and beat, and it caused her not to be able to have children. Yeah. Clinton sitting there making fun of her. I can't stand Hillary Clinton. She is not for women. That's for sure. I don't like to talk about politics, but I don't care to say that I don't like Hillary Clinton because I don't. I think all politicians are freaking crooked, if you ask me. Most of them. She's a sex freak too, sorry, but she's just like Maxwell. Hillary Clinton's the sex freak? Oh my God, who'd want to have sex with her? I mean, gosh. Oh, was Red Ram in here? So I didn't see her. Hey, Denise Sar. I don't think I've seen her. Red Ram, good morning. Okay. So let's move on past these weirdos and talk about Stephanie Hollingsworth for a minute. It says the medical examiners have determined that the dead body found Saturday in a submerged SUV was that of the 50-year-old missing Belle Isle woman Stephanie Hollingsworth, the Orlando Police Department said in a statement Monday. The champagne-colored Chevrolet Tahoe was found in a retention pond off Dowden Road and Storytime Drive in southeast Orlando, near Lake Nona. The release issued Monday night on behalf of the Hollingsworth family said her car was discovered by a local certified remote drone pilot who spotted a large submerged object in the water. Hollingsworth's family, in a separate statement, said that they were heartbroken by the news, but the recovery of her body brought them closure. They are accepting donations for expenses through Zelle at Steph's Family's Fund at gmail.com. That's sad. Like I was saying yesterday, in one article I read, right after she went missing, they were offering like a $5,000 reward. And it was saying that she did suffer from psychological problems. But don't we all? Most of us do. I mean, just because you've got some mental illnesses going on, don't mean that, just because somebody goes missing when they have that they've committed suicide. You know what I mean? I am eager to learn her cause of death, though. I mean, here she goes shopping at Walmart. Well, she's seen in Walmart in an aisle, right, on camera. I want to know what she bought from there. I'd like to know what she bought, if anything. Then she got $20 from a bank, like ATM, I guess. And then she's never seen again. And allegedly, she left her cell phone at home when she went out to do errands that day. beautiful. And she just got her aerial aerobic certification. Oh, that's something I would love to do if my leg wasn't bad. But she just got certified to do that, and she was going to start teaching people, how to do it. She had a lot going for her. She got, how many kids did I say she had yesterday? 3 or 4? 3, I believe. So sad, and she's so pretty. I felt bad for her brother. I saw a little clip of him out by that pond, and you could just see it in his eyes that he was heartbroken. Yeah, I'm side-eyeing that husband. Who's to say? I wonder if they got cameras at their home. I wonder. Or inside their house or something. Most people do this day and time. Morning, Alex. Say good morning to the girls. But be interested to know if they got cameras. Because you know what? I was thinking it's possible she came back home from those errands. Something happened to her at home. Very suspicious, though. But I'm just going to keep my rest of my opinions to myself and wait for a cause of death to be released. It shouldn't take too awful long. Maybe a few days. Anyways, prayers for her family. Also, oh yeah, guys, you remember that Amber Alert I told you about yesterday morning at the beginning of my stream? Those 2 little boys missing from Mississippi. Their mom had took them. Those little boys was actually in foster care. Their mom was there doing a visit, and she took off with the boys. But they found the boys safe and sound. They have been found. Let me just get that article real quick. Here it is. I'll screen share it. They're cute little fellers. That oldest one, he reminds me of my son. My son's big bone, too. He looks like he's a sweetheart. Update. Missing Mississippi boys found safe in Lincoln County. I think I learned how to pronounce this name, too. This city. I think it's Pascagoula. Pascagoula, something like that. The days-long search for 2 missing boys is over. Both are safe. Officials said they were found Monday morning in Lincoln County near Brookhaven, Mississippi. Thank God. 6-year-old Caden Wall and his brother, 2-year-old Coden Wall, were taken by their non-custodial mother, Sarah Caswell. She is now in police custody. There's the police's post that the Amber Alert was canceled. The police chief, Matt Chapman, said the kids were staying with foster family. They were taken during a supervised visit with the mom at Beach Park. No one was injured. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigations issued an Amber Alert for the boys over the weekend. Thank God. I bet the oldest one was scared. He's old enough to know, hey, mom shouldn't have took us. I think. It's just my opinion. But I like getting good updates like that. I'm so glad that they're safe. His little picture, he just looks like the sweetest little boy. Is Cindy in here? Let me see. Let me scroll back up. I missed somebody. Hey, Cindy. Good morning. Hey, is that you? Is that Heidi? Used to be Heidi. That has Peaches the pig. I love that freaking pig. She's the best. Okay, what else? Oh yeah. Let's just go look at the rest of the true crime. I saw something sick in here early this morning about this family. They went out to have a night of fun. The dad invited a friend along. I guess at some point after they went to the haunted house, he'd been drinking and stuff, and he rapes his friend's 15-year-old daughter. Hey, do not trust people in the house with your kids. Oh my goodness, it kills me. Trusting somebody you really don't know in the house alone with your kids. So here's this weirdo. Family night of fun ends with rape of 15-year-old girl. A Pennsylvania man has been charged with sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl following a trip to a haunted house. Patrick R. McGee, 36, visited the Halloween attraction with a family member and the girl and her family Saturday night. After the visit, the girl's father, a friend and co-worker of McGee's, invited him and his family member to stay over at their home in Somerset, rather than make the hour-long drive back to their home in Martinsburg. State police said McGee had been drinking whiskey and beer and allegedly assaulted the girl on a sofa when the other people in the house had left the room. Boy, brave, ain't he? When police spoke with McGee Monday morning, he told them the girl followed him into the bathroom. He told her he couldn't do this, that she's just 15, and left, according to charging documents. During a second interview, he said he remembered going to the bathroom while the girl was there and remembered kissing her, but couldn't remember anything else. He was arrested on charges of rape, statutory sexual assault, aggravated indecent assault by forcible compulsion, and aggravated indecent assault of a person less than 16 years of age. All felonies. He was also charged with a misdemeanor count of corruption of minors. He's being held in the Somerset County Jail. His bail is $25,000. He's scheduled for a preliminary hearing on October 27th. What a sicko. He can't blame it on alcohol or beer. There's a lot of people that get drunk. They don't do crap like that. That girl did not follow that ugly thing into the bathroom and want anything to do with him. He's ugly as hell. Freaking weirdo. I can't believe he did that, like, in just the next room. Like, when they left the room. Like, when they left the room, where the hell did they go? To the moon? I mean, Jesus. And she was probably too scared to scream. You ever just frozen in fear? I froze in fear one time. I've only done it one time in my life. In the town one of my family members lived in, an elderly lady was raped. The guy broke in her house. This happened a few weeks ago. And Friday, they identified the guy by DNA, a sexual offender. Yeah, there's no rehabilitation for him. There's no rehabilitation. It don't help to put them in those sex predator classes, all that. That don't help. It's in them. Like these serial killers. They can't control it. That's the way these sex predators are. That's my opinion about them. Just from reading about them and us discussing these cases and things. Speaking of rapists, it's right here, this next one. I hope it screen shares it. And I don't have to redo it. Sometimes when you change pages like that, it won't screen share it. I'm trying to look at my phone, see if it's going to. It don't look like it is. So, okay, let me go back and reshare it. I'll tell you what, this StreamYard works so much different on my laptop than with the Chromebook I used to use. On my Chromebook, if I switched a page and I was screen sharing, it would share that page that I switched to. My laptop, it won't do it. So, I hear Skylar crying outside. Mark must be taking her somewhere. Okay, so this caretaker, he rapes a disabled woman under his care. Let's look at this sicko. Okay. Here's the kicker. He filmed it. It was found on one of his old cell phones. Somebody found his phone. But He's been taking care of this woman for 20 years. She's nonverbal. Okay. I'd say it happened more than once. He just filmed it one time. Now, I tell you, he needs to be took out and freaking hung for this right here. This woman can't even speak. A caregiver who works at several facilities in Southern California has been arrested on suspicion of raping a woman in his care described as severely disabled and taken video of the incident. Anaheim police said the 45-year-old woman had been under the care of Raul. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can say his name. Salgado Castro. He's 40 years old for 20 years. He'd been taking care of her for 20 years. Police said the incident came to light when a cell phone that once belonged to Raul was found, and it contained the video of the suspected assault. The woman is also described as non-communicative. She can't talk, nonverbal, police said. The rape is believed to have taken place at a live-in care facility where the woman lived in Anaheim. They did not name the facility to protect the victim's confidentiality. Police also did not say when the incident is alleged to have occurred or provide further details about how they came into possession of the cell phone. Can you believe this? I bet he's been raping her for years. I just got that feeling. That sicko just decided to film it one time. Gosh, I can't even talk. I get so mad over this. This pisses me off. I mean, here, she can't communicate. Severely disabled. And this man is raping her. It makes me panic almost. It speeds up my heart to think about it. How panicked she was probably feeling in her brain, but couldn't, you know what I mean? Express nothing. Sick. Makes me so damn mad I can't see straight. I mean, he should get life in prison for this. I think all these rapists should get the death penalty. That's my opinion. I know it's not going to happen, but the way I feel about it. I meant to click on this other article over here this morning. Something about this boy was raping every girl he dated. I just saw the title. Let me screen share it again. We'll read it together because I didn't read this one this morning. I also saw an article about this guy living in the grocery store. He was living up in the ceiling, y'all. I swear. 18-year-old man rapes teen girls he dates over 4-year period. Pennsylvania man's charged with repeatedly raping 3 teen girls he dated between 2016 and May 2020. Pennsylvania State Police began investigating after a tip to the state's child abuse hotline this summer. The tip said that an alleged victim had told an acquaintance that Joshua E. Kunkel, 18, had raped her repeatedly when they were dating in 2016. Victim 1 reported being physically, emotionally, and sexually assaulted throughout their relationship. Hey, it happens. The victim provided the names of 2 other teen girls Kunkel allegedly assaulted after her relationship with him ended. Now, the first girl told police Kunkel assaulted her several times from April 2017 through March 2019, the report said. She said that she would fight in an attempt to get away from him during their encounters. Why in the world did she keep dating him? The third teen said Kunkel raped and assaulted her during their relationship from October 2019 to May 2020. The girl said she was so scared something would happen to her that she photographed her injuries. She provided the images to police, who said each photograph had a date and time the photos were taken, corroborating the victim's story. When police initially spoke with Kunkel last week, they said he admitted to assaulting the first victim and then ended the interview. He called back, however, wanting to speak further with police. That second interview happened on Friday, when he admitted to assaulting all three girls and was taken into custody. He's been charged with 36 criminal counts of rape, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, indecent assault without consent, sexual assault, simple assault. He's being held in the Westmoreland County Prison on a $150,000 bond, and a preliminary hearing is scheduled on October. Where he admitted to it. What did he do? He just thought he could, when you date someone, you can just rape them. And I'm like, why did these girls continue to date him? Guess they were scared for their lives. He had them scared. Abuse can do crazy things to your mind. Need to tell his whacker off. Yeah, they need to neuter people like this. They got that chemical castration, but these sickos would just find another way to rape somebody, because they're sick. Weirdos. I came across the craziest story the other day in my Newsbreak app, and it was about a man who was arrested for sexually assaulting his 6-month-old boxer, his dog. When she was examined, she had been sexually assaulted several times. Sicko. Got a dog just so that he could rape it. What a freaking weirdo. You know what the next thing will be? He'll be raping a human being. Tallywhacker cutting sounds good in this case. Yeah, they need to get Lorena Bobbitt on these weirdos. She sure don't have a problem whacking a wiener off. That's for sure. Oh, okay. We need to quit talking about these weirdos. It really gets me pissed off, and I can start going on rants about them. We got to talk about old Carole Baskin. By the way, I'm drinking from my Carole Baskin mug. It says good morning to everyone except that bitch Carole Baskin. I love it. I love it, Mary. I love it. Thank you so much for that mug and the candles again. I always drink out of this mug. It was dirty this morning. I was like, I'm going to wash it out and use it. Okay, so Carole Baskin has came out as being bisexual. She said she could have easily married a woman. She's also said that she thinks she was born in the wrong body. And I want to give a shout out to Red Rum Media because she posted this in my Discord yesterday. And then I went and looked, and sure enough, Carole Baskin's come out, which that's fine and dandy. I'm all about people living their true, authentic self, All about that. I don't like fake people. I know sometimes, sharing things like this, coming out, being bisexual or gay, that's very hard on people. I get it. It's just not easy, It's just not easy just to come right out and say it. I'm trying to say. I don't want to offend anybody. Okay, Carole Baskin has a bombshell for all you cool cats and kittens. She's sexually attracted to men and women. That's the way it says it. The Tiger King and Dancing with the Stars star just came out as bisexual. Carole tells Pink News she discovered her truth back during the AIDS crisis in the 80s when she was spending lots of time with the LGBT. Is that a Q? Is that supposed to say Q at the end? Community? How do y'all say that, guy? What's this plus sign at the end right here? It says LGBT. It's got that plus. Is it you just say plus or what? I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, so that's why I'm asking. While it's a surprise to some folks, Carol says she has always considered herself bisexual and feels that she might have been born in the wrong body because growing up she was a tomboy. Carol, honey, that don't mean you was born in the wrong body. I was a tomboy too. We built obstacle courses in the woods and we played army and I mean all kinds of stuff. Went 4-wheel riding, played football with the boys. Um anyways, the big cat rescue owner says she did everything she did as a child was male oriented. She didn't have any mothering instincts and never played with dolls, which led her to start thinking something about her was different. Well, I don't think I'd come out and say I didn't have any mothering instincts and hurt my daughter's feelings. Jesus. Carol says she finally put her finger on it in the 80s when she was dating a psychologist who was immersed in the LGBT, I'm just going to say plus community. It was then Carol says she realized she had the same feelings for men and women. Carol's Carol's on her second marriage. She married Howie Baskin after Don Lewis' mysterious disappearance. But she says she could have easily married a woman instead. Coming out doesn't seem to be helping Carol find any common ground with Joe Exotic. She says he's not a good ambassador for the LGBT plus community. I don't know what that sign means at the end of that. That's throwing me off. Hey, Austin. Good morning, sweetheart. Well, that's great. I mean, she shared this. I think Carol's trying to stay relevant in the news. I'm not so sure I'm buying all this. Now, let me tell you what she put up in a video. If I was old Howie Baskin, I'd divorce her butt for this. And she's been putting up video diaries. And now she's at the part in her life where she's dating Alan, what's his name? God. Schreider? Something like that. Anyways, she puts up this video talk about them vacationing in Cancun. And she goes into details about their sex life. And I'm like, oh my God, some of the things that she said blew my mind. And I know we're all adults, we should be able to talk about sex, but some things you just don't share. I just would not give y'all intimate details about my sex life. I'm sorry, I just would not do it. I'm subscribed to her too because I'm nosy. It is Stacy. Jack's mom. That plus is including many other titles people identify with. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so it is just like a plus. Okay. Now, in one part of this video, she talks about him being inside of her. And I'm like, what the freak, Carol? Are you serious? Let's take a look at this video. We got to take a look at it, guys. Here, let me find it on my phone. Let me get out of my chat and let me find it on my phone and I'll just play it. Oh my gosh, my stomach's growling, y'all. I need to eat. Some breakfast. Okay, let me go to my watch history here because I watched that video last night. Never Lose Hope's like, oh, you got to watch this. I can't watch it again or I'm going to get sick. She's like, make sure you're not eating before you watch this, CC. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, right here it is, right here. Let me let the ad play through. We'll just play the audio so we can't get in trouble.
Warning. This is going to be a graphic entry, so if you are not legal age, please skip to the next one. Seriously.
We know, Carol. I'm going to speed it up.
April 30th, 1999. I think I dated the one before this wrong. The one before this was April the 20th, but I think I called it April the 30th.
Can
Anyway,
y'all hear?
This one is April the 30th, 1999, and it's called Cancun, Mexico. The more I learn about Alan Schreier, the more I love him. It's the end of a perfect day in Cancun. We flew in yesterday and strolled the grounds of Caesars Park with its cascading terraces of pools, waterfalls, and palms. We had dinner in the Serenita with its huge glass windows overlooking the Caribbean Sea, and then retired to our room for a relaxing evening and many much-needed hours of sleep. Our lovemaking was wonderful as always. Alan has taught me so much. He has shown me how to slow down and appreciate every moment for exactly what it is.
Oh,
A
Lord.
great and wondrous gift. A gift from God.
Basically, he told her, she was, oh crap, it skipped to a thing. She needed to slow down in the bedroom, honey. She's doing not very good in bed.
Overlooking the Caribbean Sea, and then retired to our room for a relaxing evening and many much-needed hours of sleep. Our lovemaking was wonderful as always. Alan has taught me so much. He has shown me how to slow down and appreciate every moment for exactly what it is. A great and wondrous gift. A gift from God, a gift from each other, and a gift from ourselves. He bought a book for me by Richard Carleton called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. What insight and love he displayed in this thoughtful gesture. In reading the book, I recognize his pearls of wisdom offered to me before at appropriate times. He is a quick learner and retains so much of what he reads and hears. I am often amazed at the facts he has committed to memory. He knows all of the movie stars' names, their histories, the list of all of their spouses, and could probably tell every detail about every
She really had it bad for him, guys.
Film they were ever in. At first, I thought this to be a huge waste of perfectly good brain cells, but in learning about him, it seems integral to what makes him successful. One of his finer talents is in the way he relates to people. He has a natural, easy manner, and people genuinely love him. Through this trust, he is able to get what he wants: a favor, a deal, a sale, me. Scary thought. I am powerless in his presence. I feel weak and vulnerable and needy, 3 words that otherwise would never be used to describe me, but I digress. Alan has taught me to slow down. When I slow down, I am at peace. I don't stutter as much, and sex is the best it's ever been. I don't know how many times he has reminded me to slow down and enjoy myself. He is so erotic in his masterful, provocative way. When I feel him enter me, I savor the moment and feel the sensation of having him touch me so deeply inside and in such a way as no other man ever has.
Oh my God, y'all. I about got sick. Oh my God, I can't believe she said that.
I feel my body give way to him and yield physically and mentally to his every desire.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I wrote a poem called Yielding that I also forgot to record, so I'm going to do it after this.
We don't care about your poem.
I reach climax after glorious climax by really feeling every moment of our intimacy.
Ugh.
Outside the bedroom, he is ever extending his love to me. He opens doors, moves chairs, reaches out to help me, carries things, and is always asking if I'm okay. Even when he's not asking, I see him watching for any opportunity.
No respect for her current husband. Oh, Harold Baskin, Howie, as I call him. No respect whatsoever. If Mark put up a video like this, it would hurt my feelings. Like, gosh, I don't want to know about your love making with someone else before me. What's wrong with you, lady? Don't you know what the word respect is and loyalty?
Step in and make my life easier or better. What could be more endearing than this? I am so blessed. Maybe I've died and this is heaven. Although I feel helpless to escape his powerful hold on my heart, I feel safe with him. I know that he will protect me from all that I fear, including myself. He doesn't proclaim his love with as much frequency or flowering speech,
Oh,
but
Lord.
it's abundantly clear in his tender touch, his gentle embrace, his soft kiss, and every essence of his attitude and action toward me. He lays beside me now reading The 11th Commandment by one of his favorite authors, and it is all I can do to keep from climbing up on him and expressing my love for him.
Really, lady? Really? You're telling your audience you wanted to climb up on him? Ride him like a stallion, honey.
can't think about him without wanting to be as close as humanly possible. I don't like people to cross into my personal space, which is about 4 to 5 feet in diameter. I especially detest it when people not only cross into this space, but then touch me. But with Alan, I just can't get close enough to him. Even when he is inside me and I feel that we are one, I just can't get enough of him.
Dear
I
sweet
fear I will drive
Jesus.
him away with my dependency. It feels so good to be loved for the first time in my life that I just can't imagine what life would be like without his love. Later, we did the jungle tour, leaving from Barracuda Marina. It
You did
consisted of
something
a
in the
two-person
jungle.
speedboat ride along the bayside of Cancun, through the mangrove swamps, and then out to the Caribbean reef. The ride out was exhilarating as Alan sped along, sometimes bringing the whole boat up off the water.
She's totally in love with this guy. Still is, it looks like. Harold needs to divorce her ass.
For about 30 to 45 minutes of snorkeling. Alan saw a parrotfish and tried to show it to me, but I missed it. I saw a myriad of other beautiful tropical fish. I dropped my snorkel, and with the life vest on, I couldn't dive down deep enough to reach it.
Who cares?
But our guide, Carlos, was kind enough to retrieve it for me.
Probably
Getting back
screwed
into the boat
Carlos.
was like trying to mount a tall horse bareback. Alan stubbed his finger pretty badly. We then rode single file at top speed back to the marina, where Alan bought the photo they had taken of us for $7. The tour itself was about 3 hours and cost $77 for the both of us.
Oh my Lord.
Right now, the exchange rate is 9 pesos for $1 US.
Well,
We came back to the
she shares
hotel,
the dumbest
swam in
stuff.
terraced pools, and enjoyed a drink at the swim-up bar. Alan recognized an actor from the HBO hit series Oz.
Wait for
and
it,
one of the
y'all.
men
More
in the
sex
threesome
talk.
had a tattoo of Oz on his arm. We laid in the loungers and read on the beach, but the Latino music and the rhythmic crashing of the turquoise waves soon lulled us off to sleep. When we awoke, we had dinner at the Serenita, and then returned to the lovemaking we had started in the shower together this morning.
Ew.
Alan had offered to break a common Jewish taboo this morning, and I knew he meant sharing a shower. The water was warm, and our bodies were hot for each other. He brought me to an exhilarating finish, but as is always the case, I was then shaking too badly and too weak in the knees to bring his body to orgasm.
Dear Jesus.
He's very understanding of my limitations, and his kiss told me he could wait until later. Now it was later, and this time he would not go away dissatisfied.
Can you believe this crap? Can you believe that she would share details that intimate with her audience and her married to someone else? This is an ex-lover. Let's not forget, after Tiger King came out on Netflix, Alan did an interview, and he said she was a nymphomaniac and she liked to get it on in the hot tub all the time. And I totally believe him. I totally believe him now. How disrespectful to her husband. I like Howie. For some reason, I like Carole Baskin. I feel bad for him. He reminds me of my uncle, my great uncle. Oh, yeah, let's not forget she was a streetwalker. You know that little story that she tells about how she met Don Lewis? You know, she ran out of the house. She had been fighting with her husband. She was upset. Here comes Don Lewis, total stranger, stops. He's like, get in, talk to me. She's like, no. And she showed this. This is her own words. She said he had a gun, and he's like, here, take this gun. You can hold it on me, so you know I'm not going to hurt you. Get in, ride around with me. Talk to me. So she did. And they rode around for hours and talked. That's bullcrap. She was a prostitute. That's how he met her. Now, allegedly, Dawn liked to pick up prostitutes. So it makes total sense. That story about, you know, her, him saying, here, hold this gun on me. That's bullcrap. Like, who would do that? Streetwalker. You know what a streetwalker is, Verbal? Prostitute. Yeah, that's what she was. I'd be embarrassed if she was my mother. Poor Jamie. Her daughter's name is Jamie. And she works for Carole at the rescue. She sounds like she's a really sweet young lady. And here Carole is out putting out, oh, I never had any mothering instincts. Really? Even if you didn't, why would you say that publicly? mean, if I was her daughter, that hurt my feelings. Of course, I'm sensitive. I'm a titty baby. So disgusting. I'm sorry I traumatized y'all. I know that's hard to listen to. Can you believe she was like, I was shaking? And I did satisfy him later. Oh, dear Jesus. And get that one with some holy water. I'm sorry, y'all. When I saw this, I was sick to my stomach. And she waits till late at night to post her liary. Yeah, instead of diary, it's liary. I mean, if she wants to share her diary, that's all fine and dandy. But sharing details like that's not appropriate. I'm not sex shaming her either, as they say. I just don't think that's very ladylike, and some things ought to be kept private and ought to be kept in the bedroom. I don't think that's too pretty to do. I'd never share details like that with my audience. Jesus. What's wrong with her? Where's the respect for her husband? That pisses me off for him. That's so disrespectful. What if he did that? What if he, shared details about his past like that? My goodness. I got my sex education for today, Cindy. Oh, my goodness. I hope Peaches is doing well. I love Peaches, your little pig. Oh. I seen you did that. I've not watched your live stream, the Skylar Niece case. Have you done that yet? I can't wait to hear that. I've watched like a lot of stuff about that. We've talked about it a little bit on here. I think I did a video on it. That's an interesting case. Those two teen girls didn't want to be exposed that they were having a romantic relationship, so they killed Skylar. Oh, that's good to hear. When people was coming for Peaches, it made me mad. Leave Peaches alone. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, guys, I've enjoyed the chat this morning. I've got to get off here, get me something to eat. My stomach's going crazy. If I don't eat, I'll get sick. Sometimes, y'all, I got watch my readings. Oh, do you have a channel, Stacy? Am I subscribed to you? Cindy has a channel. Y'all check hers out. She does cooking too. Now, I like the cooking videos. God knows I need some pointers. Peaches has haters. I know. I know. My rooster had a few haters. Wanted to have him for dinner one time. It pissed me off. I told him off. It does. I mean, you think, overlook, losers like that, but it just pisses you off when they come for something that you love. I get it. Oh, I'd love to have a little pig. Yeah, she had haters back a while back, Lisa. Oh, poor little Peaches. Oh, Austin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I gotta go. Sunny side up. Thanks for the laughs. You're welcome. I wish I could stay longer, Austin. I tell you what, I have a hard time sitting here for an hour, be honest with you. I sound like an old person, but elderly person, but it hurts my freaking hip. And I got a potty, and I'm starving to death. What for that, I'd sit here a little longer. Yeah, I'm trying to get better so I can get back into full force. Yes. Yeah, get away from all that other, stuff and just focus on your channel and cooking and do some true crime and stuff. That's what I do. The drama and stuff, that's too damn stressful. People get too personal, Hey, Chris Cox. People was wanting to cook poor Peaches. Hashtag save Peaches. Oh, thank you, Austin. Thank you for always being in here. You're so sweet. Your comment on Sunny Rooster's channel, that made my morning. I just saw it this morning. Your comment on mine and Ladybug's video. Ladybug's my sidekick. She's always beside me. Well, I'm glad I made y'all laugh. That's why I saved Carole Baskin for last. And I just want to say, she comes out, she's come out as bisexual. That's great. That's great. I support people being their true, authentic selves. But I personally believe she has done this to stay in the freaking news. But I'm not going to call her a liar. I'm just saying she wants to stay relevant. Anyways, I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Be safe, be kind, and peace.